Tutorial 2, the Measure Workbench. To start work in the Measure Workbench, either continue using the coloured file generated in the Create tab, or select the Import Files icon on the main toolbar to access the CSV file you wish to work with. Generally, you should leave the Open With settings on default. And again, you can remove any unwanted files from the lower window by right-clicking the mouse button. Click on the coloured image file and drag it into the large window. You can toggle the 3D view on and off to allow better visualization of your model. Again, you can click and rotate and zoom in and out on your model, and use the viewing window toolbar to align your model or take a snapshot if you wish. This is only to view your model, as the other functions cannot be used while this is turned on. The invert function converts convex to concave and may be beneficial in some projects. As demonstrated in Tutorial 1, you can use the auto-rotate function to view the model vertically from above. You can also measure the distance between 2 points using the Measure tool and crop your model. There are 3 ways to crop in this workbench: rectangle, polygonal and contour. Using the rectangle crop tool on the main toolbar, click and drag to make your selection. Once you are happy with the crop area, use the scissor icon to crop the selection. The polygonal crop tool is ideal if you need to select an irregular shape. You can place as many points as you need until you click back on the first point to select your crop area. If you do make a mistake in your selection, right-clicking the mouse button will remove the last point in turn until you get back to the beginning. Again, once you are happy with your crop selection, use the scissor tool to crop the area. Cropping by contour allows you to select areas vertically by contour, enabling you to remove higher elevation areas. If you want to crop by contour, you will need to toggle the contours first. You can adjust the distance between the contours using the slider under the viewing window and dragging it left and right. This will change the number in the centre, and this is the distance between each of the varying contours. You can also rotate the level of contours without changing the distance between them. This is done by using the arrows on either side of the slider. You can also set the contour of a particular point on your model to 0. To do this, use the 0 contour icon and click the location. This will change the numbers in the scale underneath the image, and this will reflect the change that you've made. To crop, toggle the contour crop icon. This will display a thick black line and a thick white line, which will mark the crop area. Moving the slider will move both the black and the white line. Clicking the left mouse button on the left-hand side of the slider will move the white line. Clicking the right mouse button on the right-hand side of the slider will move the black line. And again, once you are happy with the selection between the black and the white line, use the scissor tool to crop the selection. The colour map icon allows you to change the colour of the contours to suit your requirements. If at any point you wish to revert back to the original image without saving your changes, click and drag the coloured image back into the window to start afresh. You can save your work at any time as a new file using the Save As icon. This will allow you to create a new file, leaving the original file unchanged. The new file will display as a separate coloured image in the bottom window, so you can save once you've completed all your changes if you wish, or after each individual change. You can also go back to the original if you need to by dragging it back into the viewing window. You can place landmarks on your model by toggling the landmark placement mode. Placing landmarks enables you to produce files containing landmark distances and coordinates. To view this data, click the Landmark Distances file on the menu. You can save these files using the Save icon on the pop-up window. You can also remove all the landmarks by clicking the Delete All Landmarks button. It is possible to convert your model to black and white using the black and white conversion function. This can be adjusted in the same way as adjusting the contours using the left and the right mouse buttons. Once all your adjustments are complete, you can save your model as a new version, save the project to return later, or move on to the Compare workbench.